Hi everyone, David Olin from Roland Europe here, and I'm here at Gear4music and our IRA Creative Hub. So the IRA Creative Hub is our concept of basically hooking up a whole bunch of IRA gear along with a lot of other Roland stuff as well, and just letting you try it out and see how it feels with all this stuff nicely synchronized and sort of working together. So, but now I'd like to focus on the SH-01A. So the SH-01A is one of our latest boutique products, and by boutique I mean the boutique series. So all the boutique products have the same format, they all have built-in audio interfaces, and they all fit into the K25 keyboard and the DK01 dock. So same format there, and that's the boutique series. And so the SH-01A is basically a revival of the classic Roland SH-0101, and of course with a similar, very similar sound and also a similar sequencer. So let's check it out. We can have listen to a few of the sounds here. So I'll just play you a few sounds. We have velocity sensitivity, of course, and also assignable ribbon controllers right here. So as you can see here, for instance, I have a filter assigned to a ribbon controller number 1 and modulation on number 2. But you can also use number 1 for your standard pitch bend as well. Let's try a more kind of drum and bassy type bass sound with a bit of pulse width modulation. And we also have an arpeggio on board, so we can choose different directions, down, up and down, or up. So I'll just choose, let's say down, and play some keys, and now we have an arpeggio on this next bass sound. We can also do, of course, kind of classic 80s style leads. And also maybe we can try some more kind of noisy and evil leads. And also the SH-01A is really good for generating kind of effect type sounds, and partly because you can assign the filter here, so you can also play melodies, for instance, with the resonance. And maybe vintage computer game leads. Next, we also have different voicing modes. So, of course, we have the standard monophonic, but we can also set it to poly and play chords. And also, additionally, we have unison, which basically gives you a kind of chorusy flanger type vibe. And then, on top of that, we also have chord memory. So this lets you set basically a bunch of notes as a chord, and then you can just play that one chord with one key. So I'll just set this to be a minor chord by just programming a third, a fifth, and an octave. And now you have a chord there. And lastly, I'd actually like to put this chord into the sequencer. So the sequencer is really easy to use. You just go to the sequencer here, press the load button, and load basically means create a sequence. So I'll just put some notes in this case in chord memory, and see what happens. Just a random bunch of notes there, and we can play it back, of course. But the really cool thing here is that we also have an external clock input. So I can actually use my TR-08 that I have over here and the trigger output and trig individual notes on the sequencer. So this means every time it gets a trigger signal, it advances the sequencer one step. And I'll program this pattern on the TR-08. So let's trig the SH-01A sequencer using the TR-08 and both step sequencing and tap sequencing. So that's how you trig the SH-01A with any gate signal, but in this case, of course, from a TR-08. So that's it for the SH-01A for now, and please check it out. Thank you very much.